I was brought to tears. And we were only at the third song into the film.
Even in our darkest moments, there's light where you least expect it.
Servus Freunde, my name is Jimmy Cage and Encanto is the newest Disney animated feature. It's actually a little celebration, because it marks their 60th film that was produced under the banner of the Walt Disney Animation Studios. It was directed by Byron Howard and Jared Bush and co-directed by Charisse Castro-Smith. If this was an Indian film, it would probably be advertised as a Lin-Manuel Miranda musical. He has written the many original songs featured in it, with the score being composed by Jermaine Franco. After the big Disney renaissance in the 90s, you could probably say that they had a second one beginning about 10 years ago, with big commercial as well as critical hits like Frozen, Big Hero 6, Zootopia and Moana. And Encanto continues in that vein. I had an absolutely wonderful time with this charming, colorful, heart-touching film. It's almost like an animation overkill, an explosion of colors, and I wouldn't be surprised if this crosses the line for some people between beautiful and kitsch. Encanto, which is Spanish and means charm, spell or enchantment, is set in a fantastical version of Colombia, and it tells the story of a very special family, the Madrigals, who all live together in this gorgeous, magical Casa Madrigal, a house that itself has some minor magic powers, mainly being able to move all its tiles around and through that move objects on it. It certainly reminded me a little bit of the Miyazaki film Howl's Moving Castle. From a nice flashback that introduces us to this world, we learn that 3 generations are living together here. The head of the family is the matriarch Abuela Alma Madrigal. She has 3 children, of which 2 have 3 children of their own, and one of them is our protagonist Mirabel, voiced by Stephanie Beatriz. But the thing is, while everyone else in the family has some magical power, one of her 2 older sisters is super strong and the other kind of perfect in every way and able to make flowers grow everywhere, Mirabel didn't receive a magical gift by their house. No special room of herself and no special ability, which obviously makes her kind of an outsider. And the emotional core of the movie is all about family, about belonging, feeling different, pressure, not living up to expectations, the roles that we are attributed to and get stuck in, and if you need special abilities, to be special. The real story kicks in when Mirabel discovers that something is wrong with the magic and that they are at danger of losing everything. As much as I love iconic movie villains, I also always adore family movies that don't need to rely on an antagonist and still are able to tell a beautiful, adventurous story. And Encanto is one of those. This one is all about the different family dynamics and relationships, the misunderstandings, prejudices, expectations. And all of that is wonderfully expressed through the songs. Well, the first one is basically your kind of familiar introductory song that shows us all the family members and their different abilities. The second one not only gets really emotional, but it's also visualized in this very expressive time freeze, in which only Mirabel is moving around, which is distancing her from her family and showing how much of an outsider she really is. But it was the third song sequence that not only completely hooked, but also kind of destroyed me. The song is called Surface Pressure, and for the first time it's not Mirabel singing, but her super strong sister Louisa, voiced by Jessica Darrow. I mean, it's kind of a familiar motif that the person who's the strongest physically is also the one who feels very weak and under constant pressure on the inside. But the song has such a power and the visualization is so creative and engaging, and it felt so super relatable that I absolutely teared up, even if the film was just about to really begin. It's also the moment that it becomes clear that it's not just about Mirabel feeling different, but also about the other family members and how they are maybe also suffering because of their specific roles. And the one suffering the most and one of the best characters in the film, the black sheep of the family, is Mirabel's uncle Bruno, voiced by John Leguizamo. He is a tragic but also quite funny figure, and with him the whole story of the film is quite nicely tied together. Encanto isn't based on any particular previous fairy tale, but how this whole Casa Madrigal setting and story is laid out and told kind of gives it a modern fairy tale touch. So that's basically already what I have to say about the film. It's pretty needless to say how impressive the animation is and that the film has its fair share of nice little jokes. It's a visually stunning animated film with wonderful songs and score, a deep resonating emotional core and just a very positive, charming vibe to it. So in German I'd say: Encanto ist ein visuell betörender Animationsfilm mit tollen Songs und guter Musik, einem berührenden, emotionalen Kern und einfach einem sehr positiven, charmanten Flair. I give Encanto 8 out of 10. It's more like 8.1, but I don't do that.
Maybe your gift is being in denial.
Encanto, Encanto.
Alright, that's it like always. Comment below and let me know what you think about Encanto. You can hit me up on Twitter, Instagram and Letterboxd, and also on Patreon, simply at TheJimmyCage. And if you enjoyed this episode, please give me a thumbs up, share, subscribe, whatever you like. And make sure you hit that bell for all I have to tell.